to start the video program. So I did the video program, and about 7 years ago, about 7 years ago, we applied for a grant from the Department of Education, and we were fortunate to receive $1.7 million to build out a production studio and production facility to train students. And from that, we started a 501c3 called the Next Generation Initiative, where our main focus is on just that, training young people for careers in media communications. And so up to this day, we have about 70 of our former participants who are actively working right now in the media communications field. And that's probably the one thing that we're more proud of than any of the equipment, any of the facilities, is the fact that we feel we've had a positive impact on young people's lives. And in particular, young people who probably would not have had an opportunity to have access to this field of work. So we're very proud of that. And so earlier this year, and I'm going to give the Cliff Note version of how we got to the Indy Far East Magazine, which is really what I call for myself a legacy project. Earlier this year, where I live, I received a community magazine. And this magazine was what was called a hyper community magazine, all the stories about what was happening locally. So I got curious, and I went on the publisher's website and said, well, where else are they doing these magazines? And when I got on their website, I saw Fishers, Geist, Carmel, Avon, Center Grove, Broad Ripple even. I saw all of these areas until I got over to the Far East Side where I work, where I have spent the last 23 years of my career. So I got over to the Far East, and they didn't have anything. And there was nothing. So, and if you are from this area, you are very, very, and we all are very familiar with the negative perception that exists when we talk about the east side of Indianapolis. And it's unfair because, yes, there are some issues on the Far East Side, but there is a lot of great people and a lot of great things happening. So I decided right then and there that if no one's going to tell the story, we're going to tell the stories about the positive things that are going on the Far East Side.